Season 2 of the Pat and JT podcast.
Oh man, I'm here at last. The best time, always gonna be the best. Come on!
Exclusively on the Hurrdat Media Network.
Anytime in your life when you have an issue with a product or an issue with a service or whatever, and you switch services, switch products, and you're still having the same issue, maybe it's time to, instead of, like Bo Pelini says, don't point the finger, point the thumb.
Shut up.
You were so happy you got a brand new tablet a couple weeks ago,
Yes.
blah, 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 and then 90 seconds ago, you're cussing it, put it down, and go, screw it, I'll use my phone.
The tablet's working. I just have never signed into the program that I need
Oh, gotcha.
on it, and I don't remember my password.
Don't you use the same password for everything?
Kinda. I have like 3 or 4
Yeah.
that I use on most things, but I tried the most common one for me and
Didn't work.
didn't work.
Do you have the eye thing, the retina scanner thing on that tablet too?
No.
Do you use that on your phone? Do you have that?
I have fingerprint.
Oh, fingerprint.
I use fingerprint. The eye thing didn't recognize me.
Yeah.
It saw right
Jerk.
through my dark, soulless body. And it did.
Please put a human being in front of the camera. Please put a human. What?
What? I'm right here.
Damn you.
God, I'm right here. Do you not see me?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like the retina thing.
It's something freaky about it.
Yeah, it's just weird. I don't like it, to me it looks funny. I have who is it? My brother. Somebody has the retina scanner, and when they want to open the phone, they have to hold it like this.
Yes.
It's like I would rather just thumbprint it or whatever, but holding up before it lets you in.
That's exactly what I do. It's the fingerprint piece of cake.
Yeah, super simple.
And for a while, as you recall, eczema years.
Yeah.
I didn't have a fingerprint.
Mm-hmm. That's right. So you were screwed.
I couldn't. It was like passcodes and everything. I couldn't use all the fun stuff that everybody else was using. It didn't recognize me as a human. I couldn't use my fingerprint. I was like, what else is there?
Dax uses, that's who it was. Dax uses, he was talking about the other day. Dax uses the retina scanner, and it opened his phone for the first time while he had a mask on. It freaked him out. It freaked him out because normally like it wouldn't. He'd have to take the mask down, open it, and it opened it up.
So it really was reading his retina.
Yes.
Yeah. I've
Freaky.
seen too many scary movies with the retina scanners getting you into the secret service room in the back and somebody gets killed and they take their eyeballs. I'm like, nah, I don't think anybody would do that to get my phone. But
Poured the gas on that one. Jeez, I don't think anybody's going to kill you and take your eyeballs. But
I don't know.
no offense, nobody's going after our eyeballs. Our eyeballs have been around the block. They
Really?
have a lot younger eyeballs around. I'm just saying.
Have you ever seen the movie too? I was just made me think of the movie where somebody got the eye transplant and then they started seeing things that the other person had seen.
No, but that's cool concept. I've never that.
Yeah, crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, so my power went out last night.
You've had that's like what, the third time during the rolling blackouts your power went out.
Yeah,
Mine never did.
A couple, 3 times. Yeah.
Why did it go out the last night?
Sitting there, I was thinking about going to bed. It wasn't quite 9 o'clock. It's night. It was chill. It was like it'd been a day, right? And it was just like not horrible day, but it'd just been a long day, and just kind of okay. And so I didn't even have to. I did have the TV on, but it wasn't anything hard to watch. It was an easy watch, so it was just happening in the background. And all of a sudden, poof, everything shut down. It was pitch black in my house.
Yeah, that's scary.
And no reason to expect it. Like in a storm, there's that chance that's kind of in the back of your head. And you know where all your emergency supplies are. But I mean, it's not like I didn't know where everything was, but it's like, okay, here I am. It's pitch black. Okay. All right. I saw my phone. So I turned my phone, 18%.
Of course. Of always.
I turned on the light, right? So I have my flashlight on, trying to find my super duper flashlights that I have, my LED
Yes, ultra bright.
see through your body flashlights. I can see your bones.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I got a couple of those and then stand them up on the end so they were shooting up to the ceiling. So they were like lights. And I got those I guess first. And then I had a lantern also with literal tiki oil in it.
Are you have one of those?
Yeah, I do.
That's how dangerous is that to have a tiki oil lantern inside your house?
It's well, they used to be, that's how they.
Well, we also used to put asbestos on our walls. So things advance. Science teaches us things. Smoking was cool a long time ago too. We all know that stuff.
But I had the lantern puts off a lot of light as compared to this flashlight.
So it's actual flame, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm. It was cool.
So why did it go out?
That had no clue. And so I'm like across the street. Okay, it was just my entire circle was out.
Okay, so it wasn't just like it was your house.
No, it was not. That's the first thing. Looked out the front window. Everybody else was out. And then I see flashlights in everybody's windows. All the houses.
That's funny.
Flashlight.
Bouncing around.
Yes, it's like everybody's getting robbed. And so I went and looked out the back door because then that shows me toward Dodge Street, right? So and I'm looking out that way, and lights are on in other parts of the neighborhood, but just not my circle. I don't know how far it went from my circle, but then all of a sudden 2 great big trucks showed up about a half hour later, and they were OPPD trucks. And nothing was online about the outage at first, of course. And I, of course, reported.
Did you call? Yeah, you called real quick.
No. OPPD has a thing you can just through your account you can report an outage.
Okay.
And then they finally did show up and nothing happened, and they were there for quite a while, and then they left. And I'm like, they left. They were only here for half an hour. Nothing
nothing
no
changed.
Lights. Yeah, so just sitting there in the dark. I didn't want to go to bed then, even though it seems like that'd be the ideal time to. Because everything's on.
Yeah. Well, and it's weird because something's going on. Like your and nothing around you is normal. So to actually calm your brain down enough to go to sleep, I don't think would happen.
And they turn on the lights, and then poof, everything comes back on. It's like the
TV's back on, music.
Oh, everything would have been. And it was. That's exactly what did happen. So it was about an hour and a half later, something like that, hour and a half, a little more. I think it was 9. It was 10:30. Yeah, about 10:30, 10:45 when it came back on. Almost 2 hours.
Did you pour a cocktail during that time?
Oh, hell yeah. You know what else? Ice maker doesn't work in a power outage.
It doesn't?
Your ice.
Oh, true. That's right.
In the
Obviously.
refrigerator,
Yeah.
you can't get ice out of it. I thought maybe you'd still be able to push the button and get the ice out.
Yeah, it's a power thing that
pushes it out.
pushes it out. Yeah.
So you had to open the door, pull out the ice tray so I could fill my ice in my cup. So, but everything else was fine. So yeah, so I was just sitting there in the dark with a lantern and a couple of flashlights aiming towards the ceiling. And I have a crank radio, right? A little crank. Because I had nothing to listen to. I'm just sitting there listening to myself breathe.
On your phone. I guess you only had 15%.
I was at 18%.
Yeah,
and then I was at 12 by the time
Yeah.
all this got done. So I couldn't turn my phone on. I did take it out and plug it in the truck, which made me even more anxious because my phone's out there in the truck in the garage.
Oh, true. Yeah.
And I couldn't see it. And like I said, I had this little crank radio, right? So I cranked it up.
See, what's it called? I remember those commercials as a kid. The not Seagate. The
I can't remember what it's called.
I don't know.
But I don't have a radio like who has a transistor anymore? Like a battery operated radio.
Mm-hmm.
So and this thing doesn't even have batteries in it. That's the weird thing. It's just that little. Well, it must have some kind of battery, but you crank it up to get it going. But anyway, so turn on the radio for a little bit, and there's nothing local. Nothing.
No.
You can't find out what the hell's going on. And so there I sit for almost 2 hours. I can't look on my phone to entertain myself.
Yeah, you could have gone and sat in your truck.
Could have. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That seems weird.
I know. Yeah. I'm always weird about plugging, and I don't even know if I could with my Jeep. Maybe I can. Plugging something in without the engine running. I don't know.
Yeah.
And it's like, I know it probably doesn't even matter anymore, but
I don't
before
think
it'd be like, it'll drain the battery, blah, blah, blah.
My God,
but
yeah, that's true. Yeah, it was out there
So what
charging.
the heck? Did somebody hit a transformer or something?
So I got the call this morning from the automation. Your power was out at address beginning with 14, and I'm like, okay. And they did tell the cause of it was somebody cut a main line. So I don't know who was cutting shit at 9:30 last night,
right?
Or at 9.
And like, how come it didn't explode? Like, if somebody cut a power line,
it was underground. It was an underground line, is what it said.
Yeah.
Got cut, and I'm like,
yeah.
It was 8:45.
Yeah, who's doing construction at that late or
who's
whatever?
Doing that? So anyway, I don't care. It's on though. It's
Yeah.
on now.
Yeah.
So got through that. And then funny thing, when I get my nails done, the girl that does my nails, I pay her via Venmo.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people use Venmo for all kinds of things. And I saw the funniest post yesterday. Our girl Allie, she had posted this, and I'd never thought of giving this a whirl. But she said that if you're getting bored, and she said if the day starts to drag on you a little, I'd like to propose that Venmo be the new social media choice.
I've done that. It's fun.
Scroll through and see what your friends are paying for.
Hilarious.
It's awesome because people forget that everybody can see this.
Yeah.
And she says, "Oh, you got a pizza. Oh, look who pays rent on time. Ooh, someone got their nails done, right?" So people started talking about it, and one of them said, "My funniest moment." Stop that. My funniest moment with Venmo was when my son's dad hadn't been able to pay his child support in 3 months.
Yeah.
but I saw he paid for his girlfriend's tattoo.
Oh. What? And he even put in the thing, tattoo?
And he was in total shock when I called him out. I kept it quiet, how I knew for a while, and then I finally told him.
Oh my gosh.
That's hilarious because you just don't realize everybody can see.
And
You don't have to put what you paid for.
You don't. You can put just a stupid emoji.
I usually
put anything.
I usually put when I get my nails done. I just put 2 beer glasses clinking together for her. That's all I put, just to like we got drinks.
Because then everybody thinks that you drink all the time. All of your friends, well, whatever,
and nobody's shocked.
Right?
So.
Yeah, right. Nobody calls you out on that.
No, they're
but
like,
if you get your nails done once a month, they'll be like, "What's she up to?"
She doesn't do that. Yeah, exactly.
I know. I said when I paid Bennett something, I don't know, a couple months ago, I just put in the thing. I put weed, and then I realized probably not the best look. That I'm paying my 18-year-old son $12.50 or whatever for weed.
$12.50. What are you buying?
Legit, it's oregano.
Legit dandelion.
Yeah, Beth called me like just I don't know that afternoon. She's like, "Hey, maybe not the best look." Not the.
So just a little heads up. That's what we're here for. Just a little heads up.
That's our pro tip of the day.
Right? Careful what you put in
That's right.
in the tagline on the Venmo because everybody can see it that knows you.
And then if you put it on private, I feel like an idiot putting on private.
Because then you do have something to hide.
Yes. Like, what are you hiding?
Right? That's that quandary because it's nunous, but if I do hide it, then it looks suspicious.
Right.
But it is nunya.
Right.
Sorry.
It's everything's nunya.
Yes, it
when
is.
somebody requests time off work, it's nunya, but it drives me crazy when somebody doesn't say why. Or they're like, I just need some personal time. Everything going on? Oh, it's all good.
That's, oh God, I talked to,
Okay.
I'm not even going to say who or where he works, but it's somebody I hadn't talked to in a long time that I do business with, right? That's the only way I know him. And I had trouble getting a hold of him for something that I needed to do. Finally talked to him, and he finally calls, apologizes for not getting back to me. And I said, it's all right, everything cool? What can I do for you? No, you
Like,
got to
you
back up
can't
and tell
do
me.
that.
You can't stumble around like that.
No.
And then not tell me what it is.
Is it one of those things that you think he wanted you to keep asking?
I don't think he did. I think he was genuinely caught off guard. But he really, it should have been one of those, no, everything's great. It should have been one of those.
All good. Just took some time off.
Right? No big deal. But because of that, now I'm like, I want to know what's going on.
So did you get on Facebook?
I haven't talked to him yet. No, I haven't stalked him at all.
Oh, you should.
I've never even looked him up on Facebook before.
Oh, you haven't?
He's just a guy I use for, he's a business guy that every once in a blue moon I need.
Well, I think you need to go to Facebook now. See if you can find him.
I want to see if I can.
Yeah.
But it made me so I'm just like, well, no. Don't worry about me. What about you? Let's talk about what's been going on.
Forget about what I need.
Yeah.
You got going
this
on in
sounds
your life.
way better. So anyway,
All right, so we gave a pro tip.
and also remember, your ice maker doesn't work in a blackout. Didn't know that before. It didn't affect me for some reason last time. I have a tabletop ice maker.
Yeah.
Along with the refrigerator because I like the smaller ice cubes.
Yeah.
I know that's the dumbest.
No, it's
thing
not
on
because
earth.
I people go to Sonic just to get their ice. And I think that
I
I
love
saw
their ice.
I saw something on Amazon once where Sonic has their branded their ice makers.
They're like
you can put-
$700.
Yeah, they're super expensive. But no,
Yeah.
I'm all about the specific ice.
I've looked at that because I'm like, oh God, I would just love to have that. But
Yeah.
it would be awesome. But I just have a small little igloo that makes small ice cubes. And so again, my phone wasn't charged, my ice maker wasn't full. Because if the ice maker was full, I would have been.
It'd have been fine.
Yeah, I wouldn't even have to think about it.
Also, speaking of Sonic, I hate styrofoam cups. Hate them. About a week and a half ago, jammed the straw through the side of one of my cups. Why? I don't understand why they don't change their stupid cups. I don't think it first of all, you don't let your drink sit there for 2 hours to have the styrofoam. You drink it.
Yeah.
So switch that up.
I've
done that a couple times.
I thought styrofoam was like passe.
That's what I thought too.
Like,
Maybe it's different.
Nobody has
Maybe it's like soy.
Because wasn't all the styrofoam containers and they got rid of all of that stuff?
Yeah, that's what I thought, but apparently some companies can still do it. Because they have such great ice. They give them a buy because of their ice.
Maybe they need styrofoam because of their ice.
Because of their ice, right?
It works together. Because you take that ice home and it doesn't work.
It doesn't work. You put it in the fridge, it doesn't work. Yeah, the bag, it'll work. You better get it before the party because if you get it the day before the party, it's not the same.
It's not going to work.
I don't understand.
I don't know what that temperature is. That magic, because it's not obviously completely frozen.
No.
So
So
close.
if we have a scientist that's listening, please
I wanna know
let
how
us
they
know. Please let us know. The Sonic ice is the best ice.
There you go.
All right, thanks for listening to our podcast. If you guys get a chance and you haven't yet, rate our podcast, review our podcast. It helps it be found by many others. So appreciate you listening.
Pat and JT Podcast, a Hurrdat Media Production.